But yeah, if you guys have been rocking me on this channel for a while, you guys already knew that I had to get this shoe. I mean, come on. Like, come on now. But yes, today we're going over the Air Jordan 6 Hare, also known as the Hare Jordan 6, but I think I'm gonna keep it as. I like the way it rolls off the tongue. This shoe originally dropped on another silhouette, the Air Jordan 7 Hare. I think that dropped, I think it was like 92 or something like that, and then retroed in like 2015. This shoe was originally slated to come at you guys on June 5th, 2020 worldwide, but as of right now, as I'm recording this video, in the US, it's been pushed back to June 12th. For reasons you can probably, guess right now. But EU, across the pond, Europe, they're still getting it on June 5th. So they'll probably already have their pairs by the time this video makes YouTube. Still comes to you guys $190 USD. But with all that out the way, without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump into the lab and hop into these shoes. Pun completely intended. So yeah, guys, we always like to start with a good presentation right here. So we're going to start with the box. The box is in the base white cardboard material. You got the large carrot on the top, which I do like. It kind of plays into with the theme as far as, hare, rabbits, carrots. Now getting into my veterinary soapbox, I go over this with my clients all the time. Carrots in large quantities actually are not good for rabbits. These are actually bad in large quantities. Very high in sugar, bad for their teeth, their GI system, things like that. So only moderations, and I would say only do the baby carrots, just a couple every couple days or so, because yeah, Bugs Bunny's really done rabbits a huge disservice, okay? But yeah, off of my veterinary soapbox, back onto this shoe box. You have the carrot on the top, you got the Jumpman logo in the bottom right corner. On the front of the lid, you got the Air Jordan logo. Inside, you have your sizing tag as well as now the Jumpman logo. I got mine in my true to size 9.5, but of course, per standard protocol, we'll go over sizing and comfort later on in the video. When we open up the flip open box, we are greeted with the tissue paper that does have that hair pattern, which comes in a bunch of different colors, from your grays to your blacks to your orange to your reds to your greens. There are unfortunately no other laces in this box, so it's only the laces that are in the shoes. So pretty much the only thing we have left to go over is just the shoe. Now bringing the shoe out on initial presentation, I mean, I'm already in love with the Jordan 6 silhouette. It's my second favorite Jordan silhouette. To me, it goes, ones that are high, 6s, 11s. Sometimes 6s and 11 can kind of switch between that second and third place depending on the colorway, but for right now we'll keep it 6s number 2, then 11s, and then rounding out my 4th spot would be 4s. Before you flame me in the comments though, it's not that 4s are a bad shoe, it's just me personally, that's just my 4th pick. What are your top 4? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, the 6 silhouette, already kind of biased towards it, and as far as the colorway goes, and I do like it, the base shoe is a pretty clean colorway, and you do have some accents, some pop here and there, especially looking at the tongue, the lace lock, and then the rest of the tongue, honestly. So getting a little bit deeper into this shoe is multi-textured, meaning it's made of different materials, primarily leather and rubber. This shoe is also multi-chromatic, meaning that it's coming at you with a lot of different colors. You have a lot of base neutrals on here, so you got your whites and your grays. You also have some black on here too as well. And then you do get some pop in there with, the red, the orange, the green, the purple, things like that too as well. But overall though, it's pretty daggone cohesive, so it's a nice complete package. Starting the surgical breakdown of this shoe though, we're gonna start as always with the tongue. We got our typical Jordan 6 tongue with the little holes in it so you can help pull the shoe on. The front face of the tongue is covered with the rubber material that has Air Jordan embossed towards the top. What's special about this rubber material though is that it is translucent, and what you see through it is, well, per nod of the original Hare 7, the tongue did have that hair pattern on there, which is present here on this, but you do have that rubber coating out there, but it still shows it because again, it's translucent, so still sticking to that old pattern of the hair tongue, but with the rubber coating that's translucent. I like it. It's a little twist, a little different. I like it. Moving on down to our lace lock, we do have a carrot-like lace lock with the main body being orange, just like a carrot with a red Jumpman on it. Top of it, you do have a green push button that is reminiscent of, the stalk of a carrot. Our laces are cotton flat laces, and again, those are the only laces that are inside the box. Moving down a little bit creamy from that toward the toe box, we are met with a large red shield that has a Jumpman logo on it. You can unbuckle that top part, and when you pull it down, you are met with the top half of the tongue that is in that hair pattern. The bottom half of the tongue is now red and also perforated. When we get to the toe box, our toe box is in a nice light cool gray. And it's made out of like, I don't really know if it's suede. It's like a super fine, I don't even, very fine kind of suede material. I'm not exactly sure the name of it. If you know it, let me know in the comments, but it's definitely not leather. Wrapping around that toe box though, you have a nice white rubber material. When we move back caudally towards the back, we kind of oscillate or switch between that gray underlay as well as white overlays in a leather material. The gray underlays is perforated too as well. Fun fact though, this gray and white of the shoe is totally reminiscent of a certain special character that the shoe is based off of. Pretty nice. When we get up to our ankle collar is asymmetrical per typical Jordan 6, which means that they're not even. The medial aspect is a little bit higher than our lateral aspect. With that being said, the air bubbles that are perforated on both sides by proxy are also asymmetrical or not the same on each side too as well, with the medial aspect being slightly higher than the one on the lateral. Lining the inside of the shoe is kind of like a felt-like Sherpa, kind of felt-like material. And I don't know, I'm just kind of putting on my thinking cap. It may kind of, I don't know, it could be reminiscent of, you know, the furriness of an actual rabbit. I can't really confirm that or not though, but hey, it makes sense to me. On the back we have our pull tab, our black pull tab with a nice aggressive red band, purple stitching on both sides. Moving down ventrally or beneath that, you do have a Jumpman logo that's stitched in purple. On the previous iteration of this, there was a 23 that was stitched in there instead of the Jumpman logo. It was also, I think on the original one, it was also in a triangle too as well. So they really toned that down and it's put the Jumpman logo on it with air underneath it. Speaking of air underneath it, we're gonna have a nice little segue into our midsole with air actually in it. You see that translucent see-through air unit. The base color of our midsole is white with some hits of red. When we get down to our outsole is in a base white color. It's all made out of rubber too as well, but you do have more of those red accents. You have a green accent towards the heel, and then in the middle of the outsole too as well, you do have a nice large purple Jumpman. When we get to the insole of our shoe, the insole is made out of foam with our Hare pattern on it. Towards the heel of it though, we do have a white Jumpman. I'm not sure why they chose white instead of perp that they've had on the rest of the shoe, but hey, it is what it is. There he is. But yeah, that's gonna bring us to the end of the little section of this video. Now, when we get the sizing, I mean, I always go true to size, so pretty much all of my Jordans. It's a 9.5 for me, maybe a little different for you, but actually likely will be different for you. But yes, true to size is what I recommend. If you ever want a Jordan 6 or anything close to it, just go with that size, you should be fine. But if you never worn a Jordan before, if this is your first 6, then typically your true to size will be just fine. As far as comfort goes, I mean, you got the air unit in there, so it is a comfortable ride. It's nothing really to ride home about, but I can wear these comfortably all day and walk in it just fine. So I do think it is, you know, good comfort, but again, it's nothing to really just go crazy about it. As far as how to style these shoes, I mean, you know, you can wear almost any type of pants with these, you know, shorts, skinnies, slims. You could probably even go wide like with these if you style it right, to be honest. I don't think I can pull that off right. I may try it on my on-field portion. You guys just let me know in the comments how you feel about it. I don't know, but I like to give you guys a bunch of different looks, a bunch of different styles and colors. Speaking of colors, as far as what goes with this, I mean, like I said in the beginning of the video, there's a lot of neutral colors in this, so you can really pair this with a lot of different things. I mean, this white and gray, it goes with a lot. I mean, maybe the only colors I think you probably would stay away from is maybe pink-ish, you know, pinkish tones, but yeah, a lot of different things can go with this. As far as my final thoughts and opinions on this shoe, I mean, biasness from the silhouette aside, I think this shoe is great. It's a pretty clean shoe with the, you know, the large base color of the white and the gray, but still holds true to that old Hare colorway. So, you know, with that tongue, I like the lace lock on here too as well. So you definitely got, you know, some kind of carroty vibes, but I just like how they kind of, you know, tip the hat to the OG 7. It's not a complete replica of it though. I mean, there are some differences, like I said, with the Jumpman being on here. So they kind of toned it down from the 23 in the triangle to just a Jumpman. I think the outsole on the original Hares was a little bit crazier too as well. So I mean, overall, they clean things up quite a lot, but it still holds that Hareness, if that makes sense. So overall, I do like it. This is definitely veterinary approved. Stamp it. This is something I definitely do feel like you should go out for. Again, it's going to be June 12th for the retail price of $190. If you do miss out on this on initial release, I wouldn't really fret. I do think these things I do think these are kind of going to get the DMP treatment, maybe not as much, but I do feel like there's going to be some restocks on these. Maybe not as much, but don't just jump straight to StockX or GOAT if you miss out, okay? Don't fret, all right? It's what the doctor ordered. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna come to the end of this appointment. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you guys become a client. You do that by hitting the red subscription button down below. Also hitting that notification bell so you'd be notified when I next have an appointment. Follow me on Instagram at TheShoeVet. That'll be in the description button down below. That'll be in the description box down below. And with that out the way, pretty much the only thing left is to do the on-foot portion. So I'll see you guys in the next appointment.
Look, wave. Tapped in. Lately my life had a fast man, but it's ass plan. Fight for my life with the brass hands, and I still ball with a bad hand. Got an aerial point of view, but they'll never see the big picture through zoom lens. From the quicksand, make it push start, type of Benz coupe with the tent plans. I'm back on my bender rolls for the kicks. They quick to give them 2 cents. Put my circle tight like we glued hands. Like I don't believe in new friends. Tread light, I know the ice thin. I drop the song, get a few wins. I crave the comfort in my own skin. Really, I just wanna feel the world spin. If I check, watch me double that. I get it lit, I watch it bubble up. Remember opening for shows, no a show, but I pulled through, I muscled up. Now the label one fuck with us. I spin the paper, let them know what's up. I figured out we really onto something, cause the jealous niggas give a subtle love. Crazy, they hella shaky on that really, bruh, that's fake shit. See through the shade, shit, they so unstable. Done waiting, I'm a wanderlust, I'm really going all the way to places. Never thought I'd take it all off the phrases, but I can't get no sleep, landing in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now, I think